Syntax here, currently playing this one is currently playing The Outer Worlds. Yeah, I had this for a while, but I didn't know when I couldn't decide when to play it. That's what I want to say. Couldn't decide when to play it. So, I guess now's a good time to play it. So, let's not delay this any further, let's just get straight to it then.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
That's not good. Need to be looked at the major colony. So that didn't go according to plan. Like everything does. I guess he's the travel guy. Too much trailers about this game. Okay, so he wants to get spoiled by trailers. Phineas burning wells. Status fugitive. Okay, no, he's not the tech guy.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
That's what I'm going to prioritize first in the stats department. You got strength, dexterity, intelligence, perception, charm, and temperament. Like I kept hearing, or at least watching in some videos, that you can actually just will charm your way mostly out of certain situations with the right amount of well, it's one of those, with the right amount of points allocated to the charm thing, I guess. Or personality trait. Okay. Well, let's see how far you can go.
You could charm your way to Byzantium.
Yeah. Below average. So you can even take away points.
You won't be quite so boring after you've saved the entire colony.
No, I guess not. But I do like my combat as well. Like, for some situations, yeah, you might want to charm people. Like, I mean, I just charm, like, also barter, or also, you know, basically, I mean, what else is there besides that? Like, I remember in Fallout New Vegas, you could also just, persuade, a boss into not fighting you as well. And that was also made by, Obsidian as well. Oh, I love that game, New Vegas, I mean. Okay, yep. Like, what I normally do is just allocate 1 point each, 1 point each into every category or every stat if I can, even though that's not always always gonna be a thing. Like, it depends more on how many points you gain after each level up as well. Because I could probably just gain 1 point after each level up. I mean, I don't even know the level cap of the game either. Okay then. No, this is good for the most part. I mean, this is just me starting out. Okay. And you only got 2 points. So you can pick. Kind of. Okay. Start game with this character. Yes. Wake me up from my deep slumber.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Not likely, bootlickers.
Initiate skip jump.
Terror 2 Orbiting Laboratory Halcyon System.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. Hit drive
Shit.
inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Nope. I guess he what? Guess he had to type some stuff in to drop me down.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
This is cutscenes, but at least I want to see these cutscenes in full first.
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Yeah. That was unexpected. This makes me think of the Wizard of Oz when that house landed on the witch. Too bad. I guess I wanted to see if I could take his stuff, but I guess I'll just settle for taking his ship. I'll take him. Oh, I can jump pretty high. High. I guess I can't melee anything yet. Don't know how to fight now. At least not at the moment. Crouch, right? Here we go. Go through the sprint. Okay. At least I'm learning the controls as I go along. Crouch to sneak and avoid detection. Oh. What's this over here? A drill. supposed to be a healing item. Let's see. The awareness mirrors over enemy heads tell you if you're unaware, suspicious, investigate, or alerted. It's about this route. Okay. So I'm not about to learn combat just yet. That's about right. Just gotta drop down here.
You see now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Yeah, like the ability to stop time, I guess. Or sort of slow it down, I guess, not stop time. Oh. Yep. So this is the part where I could use the health item.
Hey,
here's somebody.
Come here.
Guess I gotta oblige, right?
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stinks.
Medical 5. Sit still, I'll patch you up. What happened to you? I'll go with what happened to you.
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Okay. Let's see. What's this about marauders? What are you doing out here? Maybe one more question, I guess. And then I'll help you out.
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
If you say so. Oh, and here's the persuasion thing. I got a better idea. Give me your gun and I'll go get help. Lie. Someone grounded their ship illegally. I'll hunt them down for you. Intimidate. You're an idiot. Give me your gun before you get yourself hurt. Or killed. Okay, well, I'll go with persuade.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Okay, oh, this guy's advertising. Can you tell me where I am? Do you know anything about the Hope? I'm off. There's a couple more questions at least. Okay, where am I?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Okay, maybe I should stop talking to this guy. He's just advertising a bunch of stuff. Okay, I'm out of here. Well, good luck. And I guess I could've healed you, but... you seem to be in good hands, right? I guess... target practice time, right?
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation, or TTD button, slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly while moving, and attacks drain it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time. R1 TT dilation. Okay. So I gotta use it on these guys right here. Blow this up there. Okay, there we go. Oop, and he lost a leg. Okay. Okay, I got a couple new items. Okay, what about the other guy? Where'd he go? Ooh, space bananas. Got a bunch of nanners. Lock apple. These are mag pick. Oop, hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks. Okay, that's what those are used to break open locks and bypass shunts. Are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long they will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. For this one. 2 out of 4, 12. Oh, I guess I don't have the skill yet to open this. I guess since I prioritized combat and persuasion. Tarmac and cheese. Okay, to find that body. Slice bread. Okay, where are you? Where'd you go? I can't see it. Oh, wait, it's not. It's over here. Okay. Okay. Weapon management. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time by navigating to the weapon and selecting the weapon slot at the top of the screen. On this page, you can also inspect your weapons, compare them, fly them as junk, or break them down for parts. Players with the engineering skill can repair weapons on this screen as well. Take care of your T and L weapons, and they'll take care of your enemies. Okay. Oh, and this needs to be repaired, I guess? I don't know. Triangle, right? Oh, there we go. Okay, yep. So I don't waste bullets. Nope. A couple more enemies right here. I think they would have heard the explosion. But I guess they were too distracted looking for something else. I can't reach your body. Okay, he's over there. Guess I can sort of keep track of enemies then. It seems that way. See the trunk above his head. He's about to attack me. About to. Dodge the bullets. Here's the spaceship. People.
Hey!
There's people.
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, right. What do you got to say?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Okay. It's just a land violation, let go. So I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave. I've already dealt with a few of these marauders, not impressed. Well, I thought I'll say one of these to you. Well, how about just telling them that their teammates holed up in the cave?
Really? How is he?
Bleeding and delirious, but still kicking. Still a Mormon. I'm hoping you're a little brighter. Okay. I'll go with the first one.
Well, that's a relief. You don't want to know how much paperwork's involved in paying off a gravesite fee. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Sure. Oop. Here's some options. Persuade, 5. Do Spacer's Choice scars come back down from a challenge? Or come back down, back down from a challenge. Lie. I bet you could get these marauders to tell you where the owner of that ship is. Intimidate. I guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey. Don't worry, you sit tight, I'll handle it. Leave conversation. Coward, I'll do it myself. I'll go with persuade, right?
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Okay. I'm supposed to go over there, right?
Right, go. Waste of company ammo.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Okay. Guess I could have fought these guys myself. But I guess having the option to fight with these NPCs is also not gonna make this easy for me.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Good to know. Guess it also knows that I'd like to loot stuff.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench.
Sure. Guess I gotta talk to this person right here.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Okay. Dialogue choices. What are you going to do? Self-destruct? I'm not here to misappropriate anything, and I don't appreciate being talked to that way. Now, let's see. Well, I don't want to be too sarcastic with it. I don't really want to sound like I'm too ungrateful at the opportunity of at least leaving here alive, so how about the second one?
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right? Is something supposed to be happening? No, first one.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
I can see that. I mean, I guess that's why they gave you a face. I need to get this ship in the air. Is this Hawthorne ship? Okay, second one, right?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed. Hawthorne's dead, I'm sorry. Your captain's a red smear under my escape pod. Okay, well, I can't lie to the computer with a pretty face. Well, hard to make out that face, but can't lie to the computer. Okay, supposed to meet when I landed. Well, let's see what happens when I say this one first.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
That he did. I'll just be honest.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Okay, so you need me to be Captain Hawthorne, or you can't fly. Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne. Hawthorne is dead. I'll go with the first one.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Okay. Let's see. Where am I supposed to find something like that? And Engineering 5, I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage. I mean, am I good? I mean, do I have that? Well, I guess this is still at the beginning of the game, so I guess you don't need very high stats. Still though. Well, I'll try to go with this one.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Ada, I got it. Thanks. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it. Knock it off with this Captain Hawthorne nonsense. Well, I can't say that one because I already agreed to be, or at least agreed to pretend to be Captain Hawthorne. So, let's see. I'm liking the second one a little more.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck
No
in your
problem.
search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Alright. Time to find that part. Oop. You've been promoted. Level up. Congratulations. You have gained enough experience points to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a new perk at every other level. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. Okay. Let's check out the points. Okay. Well, didn't want to spend too much time there. Let's go for
These
something simple.
surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Someone likes to watch. Alright, let's get out of here. These two.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Dock my pay. I don't want to do these. I mean, they helped me out for the most part in acquiring this ship. Good, I don't have a job.
I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If
Thank
you're
you.
looking for work, talk to the constable down at Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not
sounds
too
fun.
far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Yes, ma'am. Take care. Okay, so I gotta go over here now. Can I put this thing away? Okay, yes. Exactly like Fallout. The whole holding button to put away a weapon. Okay. Now, so far I'm liking this. How it looks, how it plays. Oh, that Marauder. Oh, yep. I was about to say my mother. My mother? Or not Marauder. Marauder Bandit. Okay. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Okay, where'd the other one go? Ah, well. Oop. Someone lost a leg. Oh, well. Let's get straight to the town, then. Oh, wow. Didn't even look at the sky. Look at the moon. Look at Saturn right there. Well, it's not Saturn, but it's just... Well, it just kind of looks like Saturn to me. With that ring around it. Oh, wow. Loving the visuals. Loving it. Okay. Gotta talk to somebody here.
Hey, where'd you come from?
From the sky. Okay. Edgewater. Guess that's the mascot. I guess this game has to have like a cartoonish looking mascot. Okay. At least now we're in town. Person I gotta talk to. Oh, over there. Alright. Spacer's Choice Canteen discovered. Here we go. Time to get me a job.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can...
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Okay, dialogue options. You must be the town boss, or I'll wait until you're finished. Well, might as well at least try to be a little polite about this and maybe just let them finish.
You were saying, Miss Oba.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
I'm here about a job. Okay. We can start with the introductions. I'm Saint. Last name X.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Well, I'm not from around here. Let's see, I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform. What are you talking about? I don't work for Spacer's Choice. Maybe the first one.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
So I clearly am. My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator. Okay, and I don't plan on staying long. Just be honest.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Do tell. Let's hear it. Frying myself. Let me guess. You want me to do something for you before you'll help me. Maybe this is something I'm more likely to say.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out.
Sure.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the Botanical District over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Is that a good thing? When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean? It's a lot to ask of a stranger, and tell me about this geothermal plant. I don't know, I think I might want to go with the first one.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
And don't they depend more on that power supply? I'm probably going to take something that doesn't belong to me. Tell me what I need to do. What a surprise, I never would have guessed. I don't think these people will take too kindly to losing their power. Okay, go with that.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Okay. So tell me what I need to do? Why? If you want me to solve your deserted problem, I charge by the head. Okay, how about why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Okay, how can I help? None of what you're telling me is my problem. I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame these workers for walking out, or those workers. I haven't really gotten a good look at Edgewater. Maybe there is some stuff going down that I haven't seen. This guy might not be all that he seems to be. I need to think, but at the moment, at the moment what? I mean, at the moment I'm just talking to this guy right here. How can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Okay, alright, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help you. How do I recognize Adelaide? I can't make any promises. Oh, jeez. And that last one. Maybe implying that these guys will probably fight back. Okay, how about the second one?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Okay. These workers must have left town for a reason. What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back? You're asking me to cut off power to an entire community. Let's see, go with the first one.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Okay. Alright, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help you. These are the same ones.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Okay. Sure, I can use the company. I don't need Parvati's help. Oh, well, if she's got her uses, I guess I can let her tag along.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
It certainly is. Let's get going. I cannot join the party. Best friend, Crowthyard, CMP, new manager, 7-hour companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that can join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Plus, companions provide combat support. Plus, their skills enhance your skills. Plus they can increase your carrying capacity. Plus you can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Okay. Of course I guess now she's in the party. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do first. Pretty close.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Yeah, you probably got something to say.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Sure.
Can we talk?
You want to get out of the elevator first?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Okay. Choices. This is about the deserters, so it's the other side of it. Figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul, and what he said seems pretty straightforward to me. If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move. Leave conversation. I'll go with the first one.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? Your friends, or what? Do you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned? I'm sure the deserters are very fine people, so what? Well, I don't know the first parts, but how about the second part?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, get my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Let's see. I guess she doesn't know anybody yet, so I guess I can't ask this question over here. Oh.
Life's hard here, especially for them that didn't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Sure. Suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by. What do we need to talk to the vicar about? Flipping a switch in your power mill? Where could I find him? Okay, just go with the first one.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Guess your dad sounded like a smart person. Okay. So where do I go then? Guess over there, right? Or over there? No, that looks like it leads straight out. Okay, can I look at the map? Oops. Yeah. Guess over here. I'm trying to look at the things. Or maybe I need to track the quest. Okay, oh, got completed and botched. Okay, so where do I go? I'm trying to think, where do I go to talk to this person? Guess over here?
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Yeah, over here actually. It's so close. I guess in this building right here?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Guess you like to get your hands dirty. Okay, here we go. Guess I couldn't really look at the destination on the map actually.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Pravati wants to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do. Aren't you now an outsider? What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here? I just thought of something else I need to be doing. That's only if I want to exit this conversation. First one.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Okay. Fix the geothermal plant, cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters, cut the power to the deserters. If you could answer quickly, we're in a hurry. Alright, go with the second one.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
I believe. So what do you advise? What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar? Probably go for the second one. Right, great. Can we wrap this up?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Nope. You don't sound like you like it. Oh, and I guess I don't have high enough intelligence. And for that, it says, depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls. If only I could have had that unlocked. Oh well. Okay, and I guess what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
It's if I have that power of persuasion. Is that even possible? Right. Just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind. It sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time. And this has been a waste of time. Let's go, Pravati. Okay. Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
I guess not. And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Now you want me to do something for you, huh? And you want to pay for it. Okay, a handsome sum, you say? Tell me more. Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book? I assume you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it. Okay, well, it's a side quest, right?
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Well, if there's money involved, sure. I'll look for the book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Well, I mean, you don't like the book. Maybe I could keep it. Okay, let's get out of here. Of course, I guess I better choose which quests I want to do first. Okay. Oops, not hard to see. Let's see. Of course, where is this? Oops. Up over there, actually. Not that far. Let's see if I can talk to her.
Something you need?
Perception. I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother. More background on the character.
That's on account of how I never met her.
Oh. You mean she's dead? How's that possible? I'm sorry. pry too much. Let's go with the second one.
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Wow. Is that normal? That's inhumane. Perception. You got along well with your dad. You might not have with your mother. Too bad I can't even use that one. But I guess I need to have a high level of speech for that. Is that normal?
I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Right. Okay, you're a mechanic. When you see machines in need of fixing. It's not ideal, not what we live in, but what we strive for. Then why'd you want to talk to him? Okay. So I want to go for the second one.
It just comes off cold to me, is all.
Let's get back to it then. Okay, so I guess maybe I just do this and then just stop for a bit. Do this as well as just go for the book. Okay. Gotta go around all this. Okay, let's see. Okay, over here then, right? Oh, this is looking pretty far. I wonder if you can fast travel as soon as you reach your location. I mean, I guess you had to, right? I guess I'll see. I mean, yeah, there's definitely got to be some fast travel here. It doesn't look that far. Nope. I'm over here then. So where do I go in? Or just how do I enter this building? Okay. Oh. I'm wrong. Take cover. Up and I died. Okay, so I'll go from here then. Those textures are still loading. than the first one. I guess the second one was guaranteed, or was a guaranteed success. Okay. Let's see. Okay, thank you. The other one. Oh, you didn't have anything? I guess you got stuff right here. How crush you? Nope, nothing. Okay, so we gotta go in here, right? Yeah. Guess this is it then. Salmon. Collector's letter. I just got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery, effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia. But scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in a cave over by the river. I can sleep right there. Okay, so the book wasn't here. It's in a cave by the river. Okay. Back to it then. Okay, just in case. I mean, don't want to die and then just like just basically just have the game load to the point where I didn't kill those bandits or well, marauders, right? Yeah, there it is. I'm being cautious. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was quick. Okay, and this isn't that far either. Enemy? Is that an enemy? Hooligan. It's a hooligan. I don't even know if there are any more out here. Nope, there's two right there actually.
All together. Everyone all right?
I'm alright. Okay. Guess that's all of them. Alright. So let's get back to it then. Just a little further. Oh. There's another marauder. Okay, that's three actually. Four. Maybe let's try over there. Another one right over there. What about the fourth one? There's basically four here. Yeah, great.
Don't mess. Here they come. Nice one.
Thank you for the splits. Dog. So it wasn't a soldier. Sorry about that.
Everyone all right?
Didn't mean to do that.
Something you need?
Just checking on you. Guess I already used up all the dialogue for her. Okay. I guess I didn't even look at the box. I'm actually clicking. I'm in a hurry to complete the quest, but I'm checking the bodies. Nope. Decapitated. Okay. So turn the grill. So that's a lane line, right? Oh. Ouch. Okay. Thought I could disarm it. Some drinks, campfire, and a safe. Guess I can do that one, right? And no lockpick minigame. Criminal activities. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder are all considered illegal activities that are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in those activities without consequences. Okay. Okay, and there's the book. Okay, book journal, not book, I guess. Okay, now I can go back. And I guess collect my reward. And how much is willing to pay for this as well?
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Oh, the book's right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
Okay. You didn't want that book to keep others from reading it. You just wanted it for yourself. You're overreacting a bit, don't you think? What's so important about this book? Let's see. And I still want to say maybe 3.
I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Okay. At least you still have your mission work here to give your life a meaningful purpose. Why did you think the book held the secrets you were looking for? This has to be some kind of cosmic retribution. Speaking of plague-ridden backwaters, I should get going. Okay, let's see.
Okono, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist? Or a philosophist? With a car searching for abandoned books, it's a bad example, isn't it? At least you still have your mission here, blah. Okay, these two, yeah, familiar. I'm gonna go with the second one.
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bokonu journal.
Okay. You mentioned something called a philosophist. What's that? Okay. Guess these two right here. Oh, maybe one more. Question.
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a beneficial arrangement. You need to ride out of town. I wouldn't mind a ship hand. What's in it for me? That's a second one, right?
Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Okay. Let's see. Sounds good. Let's go. That's all part of your Vicar training. Spiritual counseling. Are you even a real Vicar? Not sure I'm in the market for a hacking, brawling Vicar. Maybe some other time. Well, I guess another person to add to the party doesn't sound that terrible.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Miss Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Okay. Well, at least it didn't destroy the book. Yeah, there are plans for it. Okay, I guess back to the main mission then. Well, maybe some other time at least. Let's see. Yeah. So I'll save it and then just stop for the moment. At least I got this done at least. Okay then.